guys, and welcome to Hummingbird Acres. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We sure did. We got to spend the weekend on our new homestead property in Virginia. Our goal for this weekend was to get the well looked at and to also figure out if we had any conduit buried in the ground to make our life when it came to getting electricity on this property a little easier. So we had some ups and some downs, and we can't wait to share them with you. But we also got to take our tractor down, and the kids got to explore and have fun, and we just had a great family weekend on the homestead, and we just can't wait to share it with you guys. So let's jump right into all the things that we did. Not only did we get some things figured out on the homestead, but we also took 2 loads of just stuff and equipment down to the property so that we would have it there. And then my dad also acquired some shelving units and some cabinets to put in the Connex box, so we got all of that taken care of and unloaded out of the truck and in the Connex box so we can have some more storage. And then in the fall, I had cut down, or Jamie had cut down, a couple of trees, and we got those all cut up, and I didn't want to like haul them up, like just carry them up to the wood pile. So on this trip, Hunter actually loaded them all into the bucket on the tractor, and him and Granddad got to take them up to the top and put them in the wood pile, and we had a campfire there and just hung out and played games.
Alright, so we're going to dig around this and see if we can find conduit. So the wire comes down and it goes into the ground right there. Looks like they're strapping from something, but the question is there conduit? If there is, yay, that saves us a lot of time and a lot of money. If not, we are going to be trenching from here all the way up there. It's like 400 feet. We will see. Jamie and I dug around this electrical pole for a while, and all we found was the grounding rod. And it was actually pretty far. And then my dad and I dug around it for a while and didn't find much of anything. We started to make the hole bigger to see if that would help. And then we ended up stopping because the guy came to look at the well, and I will tell you what happens after that.
All right, guys, while we were out here, we did some work and had a guy come out and help us figure out what is going on with our well. So I'm going to show you guys that and kind of give you his suggestions and what our plan is. So this is our well. It is, it's been here a long time, but he came out, he put it back on, and he took the lid off of it, and come to find out, there is nothing in there. The previous people who came and stripped the property took out the pump, took out all of the wiring. They basically stripped it and took absolutely everything. So there is nothing in there, but there is water in there. So there's still, the well is still somewhat working. If we go this way, you can kind of see where the trench was. Oh, let's go back this way. He did determine that the pressure tank is right here in the ground. But it's only like 6 inches deep, so it's most likely cracked, it's most likely broken, and doesn't work at all, so that's trash as well. But if we go back this way, this is most likely the trench where the water line runs and where the electric line ran. This is a old hydrant that we found. My dad found it, I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that is all in line there, and then we figured out that the water line probably runs this way.
But beyond that, that's all we got with the well. He gave us a couple options of things that we can do. One of them being putting a new pump in, putting the pressure tank here in the ground, and then coming off of it so many feet, putting in a junction box, and then from there deciding what we want to do. Or doing something with it once we build the barn. We're really up in the air about what we're going to do with it right now. Part of me says if we're going to do any work on this property in the summer, we're going to want water. So burying the pressure tank and coming off and putting a T would be beneficial. The other part of me is saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe there was nothing there. I can't believe they did that. So kind of up in the air on that. While he was here, he did have a mini X with him, and he took that and he dug us a couple holes to help us find the power lines, and I will give you guys an update on that in a little bit. But kind of a disappointing day with the well. Can't even see if it really works, but we'll get there. Granddad also, I don't know if you can see it here. You can kind of see, but Granddad's been taking each kid on a ride, and they've been cutting a pass so that they can have fun and ride. So Granddad's doing this one. He's probably thinking he's going to bring his dirt bike down here, and he wants to go ride with his dirt bike. So that's what he's doing right now with the bush hog. He already took Henley on one ride. Yeah, so just a lot of fun had today, hanging out, getting some stuff done, and yeah. This is where Keith, the well guy, helped us dig. We were hopeful that there was conduit under here for the electricity, but there is not. So this is all filled in. And we got to come up with a plan now to trench it. Hey guys, so I am editing this video and I have an update for you, so I figured I would just go ahead and give it to you. We do have a plan to get it trenched. Keith was able to give us a name of a guy who could help us. I contacted him. He got back to me the next day, and he is going to trench it probably later this week. So super excited about that. My dad is a little scrambling because he is the only one in Virginia right now to get all the supplies we need, but we are going to trench it. We're going to put the conduit in it. And then we'll be able to move on to the next step, which is putting the pole in and getting our meter and our box and getting all of that set up. So electrical was disappointing on this trip as well, but it has actually come, like, we have a plan really quick. So that is awesome. I think one of my dad's favorite things for this trip is he was sad that we brought the tractor to Virginia, but he had so much fun bush hogging and getting to explore on the tractor. So here he is bush hogging the access road that takes you back to the creek. And then I know he's going to do more bush hogging later this week. As I am standing here watching Granddad and Marisol bush hog, this is supposed to be our pollinator garden. And I'm wondering if maybe this bottom slope here, maybe if we shouldn't terrace this and do some like terraced boxes instead. I don't know, just an idea. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We had a great trip to our new homestead property. Please make sure that you hit subscribe so you guys can see future updates of our property and all the progress we're making on the homestead. We'll talk soon.